Mississippi, a couple of states tied together through history and a couple of schools that share some common ground. They're going to lock horns once again in the battle for the Golden Boot. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Razorbacks will put toe to leather and will get started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So LSU's offense takes the field. LSU had to fight for every bit of it, but they took home the boot the last time they saw the Razorbacks.
Yeah, close game. Those rivalry games are fun to watch, especially when they go down to the wire. And LSU did what they needed to do to get the boot, to take it back. Now it's on the line today, Paul.
That's what the LSU coaching staff was so happy about, was that their team could handle their emotions in a rivalry game like that against Arkansas and do the things you need to do to win it late.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. The Razorbacks offense will take the field for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And 2 guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the catch. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock it down deep in his own end. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. To throw, it's Jamison. Got his man on the right. Finds a crease at the 20. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Look out, he's got room. Gets it past the marker. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many...
Turning it on! Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Tigers will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off play action on first down. Scrambling away. Grab behind the line. It's close. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Makes the catch. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. They didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. It'll be third and long. Thomas looking to fire. Finds his man. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give. And here's the tackle at the line of scrimmage, and that'll send us to the second quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. There he goes. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. Looking downfield on first down. The quick out. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Quarterback making checks. To the air on second down. Quickly complete. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. The Tigers are marching down the field. Just keep slinging it. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And to get rid of it quickly. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here. Wants to throw. It's Jamison. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Sticking out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that.
Looking for the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses. And that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run. They're loading the box. And still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The defense putting points on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the Sunday?
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this offense on 1st down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. And the Razorbacks send out the punt unit. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
You talk about going on the road and making a statement. 27-0. Hostile environment be danged. You talk about home field advantage. Well, it hasn't worked. They have come in and had answers and started this 1st half as good as you possibly can.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Here's a heat. Got his man. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. Bringing the heat. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A 3rd down try for the offense. Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's why you got to avoid 3rd and long situations if you're on offense, because the defense knows it's pass, and all these guys are pinning their ears back. They're getting upfield, and you're under so much duress. On top of that, you give up a fumble. That is a huge play for the defense.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Thomas back to pass. Quickly complete. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. The Razorbacks headed quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. This rivalry picked up steam when the Razorbacks joined the SEC, and man, some of the names that have had moments: Darren McFadden, Felix Jones, Matt Jones, Joe Burrow, Justin Jefferson, all of it breaks into the open. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The Razorbacks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Gets it out quickly. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll try the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Razorbacks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Thomas looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
They get the extra point on the board, but they're still down 35-7. So an 82-yard drive there, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Some rivalries forged in excellence, some in geographical proximity, and that's what we have once the Razorbacks join the SEC. Someone had the brilliant idea, we need a big golden boot that looks like the two states, and it's one of the most hotly contested rivalry games of the year.
And big is the right word. It's 4 feet tall. It's 200 pounds. It's 24-karat gold. Palmer, this is the trophy you want to win. There's some bad trophies out there, but this boot is a big deal.
It fills your trophy case. It's got girth. It's got weight. You appreciate that. I know everyone's going to say, no, Italy's the boot. No, it's not. Louisiana, Arkansas, and the Golden Boot Trophy. That's what it's all about.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Red pass, it's complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Razorbacks are on the move. Thomas back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Looking to throw on first down. Buying some time. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Might be changing the route. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's going to run it. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down.
You know what, Reese? It is and I think they were in nickel, so they brought an extra guy on the field that has some speed, take a linebacker that's a little bit slower off the field, and you can see it pay dividends on that 3rd down.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The give to the back. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Razorbacks have taken it inside the 20. DB's right up on the receivers. Off play action. He's got the tight end. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Makes a connection. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arkansas! This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Quarterback now breaking the field. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Let's see how successful they'll be on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. It's complete to the right. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job in getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Snap to the back. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. From the gun, running back on the move. On the move at the 30. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
Motion from the wideout. Thomas looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The Razorbacks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on third down. Rushes on him. On target to the left. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Razorbacks are on the move. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Back to pass. Makes the grab. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself on the draw. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. He's got him in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to throw on third and goal. They've got the screen set up. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And he knocked that one right down the middle. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick.
And there's still life in this team. Obviously, they're down here in the fourth quarter, but they're able to execute the onside kick. They retain possession. And now let's see what happens.
Just a short pass to the tight end.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football.
Wide open space. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds. And the Razorbacks, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quick completion to the right. Touchdown, Arkansas! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
The ball squirts through the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And They've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep. Not able to connect there.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Throwing right. Makes the grab. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. The give and tick, 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 tick. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And if you didn't know this was a big play, the crowd is telling you a huge third down. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, LSU.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, it's Jamison. Fires toward the target. Working the middle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field.
And offenses practice the situation. This is 4-minute offense. You've got the lead late in the game. You're trying to bleed the clock and just get first downs. They do that, they stay in bounds, and the clock keeps...
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this two-game slide. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. This time he's got it. At the 40, there he goes. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Gets it out fast. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. The Razorbacks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Hand off from the shotgun. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Thomas back to pass. He's got him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Going to swing it on second down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Razorbacks! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like this, in a rivalry like this, in a situation, David, game on the line late, who's going to take it?
And you know when you make this play, you're immortalized. With this kind of rivalry, these are the highlights they'll be showing for years. Everybody will be like, I remember when so-and-so made that play against our biggest rival to seal the deal.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Back to pass, it's Jamison. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turning it on! And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, LSU! They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Lets it fly. It's caught. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Just a Barishnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. There is joy all across the bayou as LSU takes down Arkansas in the battle for the Golden Boot. Thanks so much for spending some time.